welcome to the 2025 Pooch Parade here at the Alamo Heights Swimming Pool. We are waiting for the costume contest to get started. It's a nice, beautiful day, not too hot, not too cold. A lot of creative costumes over here if you want to pan over here. That way you can see some of the line. We're going to show you a closer look at them in just a couple of minutes, but still getting set up here. They have this little stand here where all the pets are going to be standing, and if we want to pan over here, there's a table of judges. They're going to be looking at all the costumes, evaluating them. There's a couple different categories that they're going to be judging these pups on. Of course, there's Best in Show, Top Dog, Most Creative, Most Patriotic, Best Fiesta Flair, and Best Match Human and Animal. Let me tell you, I've been here for the past hour. I've already seen some pretty creative costumes, and the line is just getting longer. Some that I'm sure took several hours to put together, and I believe we're about to get started, so we'll give them a couple of seconds. That way they can start lining up. But while we're waiting, I want to show you the medal for this year. This is the Fiesta Pooch Parade medal, and that right there, that is Bacon. She is this year's King Embarcadero. She's one of the therapy dogs for Therapy Animals of San Antonio, which is the organization that is benefiting from the Pooch Parade. They do a lot of great work in the community. They go out to hospitals. They go out to schools. I actually talked with Bacon's mom earlier this month, who talked about the importance of having Bacon out in the community. That way, you know, kids can see her. You know, she said that when people see Bacon, they just really light up. All right, so the costume contest is just now getting started here. What a great way to start, right? So this is Sunny El Mariachi. You can see, I believe it's a Shih Tzu. And Sunny is there with its owner. And I was standing near them earlier, and I don't know if you can see that red little box that Sunny's owner is carrying. That's actually a speaker, so they have some theme music going on here. See, the judges are looking at Sunny. Sunny's posing for the camera, which is incredible. Yeah, we have some mariachi music playing, adding to the ambiance here. Sunny's just living his best life. And now we have Snoopy and Woodstock coming up. See, they went all out on this costume. Owner with the inflatable costume right there. And, of course, Woodstock perched up top. It's a dachshund up there. And I wonder how this, you know, I've been looking at this costume for the past couple of minutes, and I'm wondering how this dog is staying so calm. You can see they have all the Peanuts gang there along with them. And again, if you're just joining us, this is the 2025 Pooch Parade over in Alamo Heights. We're near the swimming pool. Costume contest just got started a couple minutes ago, so if you want to come out here to Alamo Heights, it's a beautiful day. Not too hot, not too cold. And there's plenty of puppies out here. And it's not only the puppies that you're seeing right now in the costume contest. You can see one right here. I can't get a good look at the costume from where I'm standing, but there's plenty of things to do out here. We have the costume contest going on right now, which you're looking at. There's also going to be the Pooch Parade in just about an hour. It's about a 2.5 mile walk around Alamo Heights. And if you don't want to participate in the Pooch Parade and you just want to be out here to see the cute pups, there's plenty of vendors out here. There's also several dogs up for adoption. And there's other organizations that help with the pets. Oh my gosh, there's 2 dogs. So we have the big one and then the bigger one. Looks like it's a chaperone theme right there. Hot to go. All right, here's the next pup. It looks like a tiny husky. You can see she has her little flower crown. Very colorful. Looks like they might be going for the Fiesta theme there. All right, here is our next contestant. Definitely decked out with the Fiesta gear right here. Of course, she has to keep the hat on, she or he. And they have the medals decked around there. I see David Elder's medal right there, which is a very hot one this year. I know a lot of people wanted that one. And you know, that dog is living their best life right now. They don't even have to walk. They just have to sit there, look pretty, look cute. One of the judges is taking a picture of this puppy. Guys, this is the best day of my job I think I've ever had, getting to stand here and talk about these dogs. And look at this one right here. Looks like Lassie. They have a wreath around their neck and flowers, so a little floral theme going on right here. And these dogs are so well behaved. I'm looking at the line behind here as you look at this dog with a beautiful flower costume. These dogs are just patiently waiting for their turn to go before the judges. And again, you're watching the costume contest going on right now. And again, if you're just joining us, there are several categories that these dogs are being judged on. Of course, best in show, top dog, most creative, which we've already definitely seen a couple of them, and this looks like one of the creative ones right here. Most patriotic, best Fiesta Flair, which we've seen a couple of those, and best matched human and animal. So this one right here is a bakery theme, and oh my gosh, there's four of these little dogs. And you can see their owners dressed up. Of course, they have to match the theme. They got their chef hats on. Oh, and I think this wagon has some music. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it's some nice peaceful music, so it's adding to the ambiance here. It looks like the judges love it. All right, so here is one that is definitely a popular choice for this year, pun intended. This is a Wicked theme. You can see we have Glinda or Galinda, depending on which movie you're watching, up there with her sign. And then, of course, the Emerald City. And then two of the puppies there on the back. They have the Wicked hot air balloon and then Elphaba right there. And of course, they have the broom. Not sure if you can see the dogs right now, but they're sitting right behind the Emerald City. They're going to be walking past you in just a second. Look at them. Oh my gosh, they're wearing dresses. It's a mini Glinda. Or Galinda, depending on the movie. All right, here's one of the entries, which I'm sure is going for most patriotic. You can see the owner there with her stars and stripes on, and of course her little puppy there. Oh my gosh, there's two of them. They have their Americana look going on. There's one walking right there, and then there's one on the wagon, just living their best life. They're basking in the sun with the red, white, and blue glistening in the sunlight. Okay, these guys are making an entrance right now. Looks like it's Bat Dog and Batwoman. And I love the commitment to the theme. You know, she flapped into the corral here. They're just happy to be here. All right, here is our next entry. I believe this is Pokemon themed. So you can see owner looks like Ash. And then, I'm not the biggest Pokemon expert, but that definitely looks like one. And again, these dogs are so well behaved. A lot of them are waiting in line. We have a lot of people lined up behind these dogs. That way they can catch a glimpse of just how cute their costumes are. This is arguably one of the cutest Fiesta events there. You can see this puppy posing, or excuse me, the dragon is posing with Ash. So these contestants, they have their Fiesta Flair on this year. They're wearing the matching shirts and matching flower crowns. So not sure if they're going for Fiesta Flair or most closely matched human and animal, human and dog. Oh, look, he's being so good. All right, the Flintstones are here. See Fred right there. And of course, Wilma. I believe that's Bam Bam. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but on the back of their, I don't even want to call it a car, but on the back of their wagon, they have a little spoiled, rotten license vanity plate right there. But I love the commitment to the theme right here. All right, here is our next puppy. She's all decked out in her pink outfit. Oh, look, so good. She has a little flower beret on her head. And of course, little bracelets. Okay, I heard her owner saying that she's a Collie Golden Retriever Doodle mix. Very cute. Okay. Next one up is another Fiesta flower kind of crossover. She's there in her stroller. So I can't get a good look at the dog right now because it is just covered in flowers. Oh my gosh. Looks like a little beagle. Very cute. All right, here's the next one. It looks like a tiny little piñata. Little Pomeranian piñata there with her owner. So cute. Just happy to be here. Giving the judges a second look right now. Oh, the spin right there. And then we got a hot dog coming up. Little hot dog. And they have a belt. So happy. All right, and then we have a pretty little princess coming up here with her owners. So we're about to talk with the owner of one of the costumes that so far is one of the most creative ones that I've seen. We'll see if we can get him over here. So if we want to pan over here, it's Snoopy and Woodstock. Snoopy is making his way towards us right now. Hi, guys. Happy Fiesta. So what is the inspiration behind this? And if I can get you to come a little closer.
Just they love Snoopy. Snoopy's the most lovable pooch there is. So yeah, that's the inspiration. It's just a Snoopy theme.
Just a Snoopy thing. And so who's Woodstock right here?
Woodstock is her dog Mario. He's a 2-time champion. He's already won twice here.
So you're coming back for the third title.
Third title, the three-peat.
How are you feeling about that? You think you're going to get that third title?
You think you don't win, baby?
Maybe.
Yeah, we think we don't win.
How much time did it take you guys to put this together?
I guess maybe like a month.
A month, wow.
Yep.
So how is Mario staying so calm right now?
He's always like that. He's just a chill guy.
Chill guy.
Chill guy, baby.
Just like Woodstock.
Yeah, just like Woodstock.
Awesome. Well, I love your costume. I love your commitment to the blow-up costume. And then Mario's just adorable. I saw him in the parking lot, and I was like, I got to talk to them.
Thank you.
Thank you. So there we go. We have Snoopy and Woodstock Mario, who they are trying to get their third title here. So we'll see if that happens. But I want to show you these costumes over here. We have a couple more pooches that came through. So we have a whole piano theme going on right here, and then a family right here. Going for most patriotic. And again, if you're just joining us, we are at the 2025 Pooch Parade out in Alamo Heights by the swimming pool. This is benefiting the Therapy Animals of San Antonio, an organization that helps so many in this community. King Embarkio this year is Bacon. She is a Great Pyrenees mix, and she is out in the community all the time. She and her owner, Christine, they're volunteers, so they meet with people out at schools. They meet with people out at hospitals. Just help brighten their day right there. So this is the costume contest going on. And again, if you're just joining us, there's several categories that they're competing in. So, of course, they're going for best in show, top dog, most creative, most patriotic, best fiesta flair, and best match human and animal. So we have some people competing for most patriotic. We have a Taco Bell themed contestant coming up. Oh my gosh. I've never seen so many dogs and strollers in my life. This is just an amazing day for me. My Cheweenie's actually here, Markle, and she's dressed up in a hot dog costume. So she's not competing, but she's just enjoying the vibes out here. So we have a table of judges right there. I talked with a couple of them who are volunteers with Therapy Animals of San Antonio. This is something that a couple of them have done for a couple of years. And honestly, they have the best jobs today, right? They just get to sit there and look at cute dogs and their creative costumes that their owners have come up with. And we have, oh, there's a second one right there. Looks like a little piñata. That one's so calm, I couldn't even tell. Okay, so I'm listening in. It sounds like at 8:45 we're going to hear who the winners are, so around 8:45. So here's our next contestant. It looks like they're competing in Fiesta Flair. The little dog's so excited to be here. Oh, shaking right there. Judges are loving this. Oh, eating a little snack. But I love the Fiesta collar, the little Fiesta crown, flower crown collar. All right, so our next contestant, it looks like it's Paloma's Pupcakes. Oh my God, that is the tiniest dog I've ever seen. You can see they're all in their little chef costumes, little baker's costumes. Okay, Paloma's hiding right now. You might see her pop up in the back. She has several cupcakes. I hope you're able to see her. She's so tiny.
We don't have a lot of 103-year-old companies anywhere. We've got one here in San Antonio. Alamo Dog and Cat Hospital, B13. They're a new sponsor for us this year.
See, the judges are looking at it. Again, if you're just joining us, you are watching the costume contest at the 2025 Pooch Parade. Pooch Parade benefits Therapy Animals of San Antonio, a great organization here in town that helps support families, children who just need to pet a puppy and just need, you know, that extra friend and that little moment of brightness. Okay, so we have a claw machine coming up. Looks like a bunch of stuffed animals. One of the judges is loving this. He's cracking up at this costume. A couple little Beanie Babies, even though they're quite bigger than the Beanie Babies I had as a kid. Paws and claws. They have little tags around their collars.
You'll see a really handsome gentleman in a straw hat and a yellow shirt, and he will point you in the direction where you can watch the parade. Or why not the parade, watch the contest. Very handsome, very.
Here we go, the Beanie Baby puppies. All right, the next one, ooh. All right, the next one is an ode to the Spurs. And you just missed it, but this puppy was just like a basketball hopping out of that wagon right there. They have the Spurs theme. Of course, they have the basketball. It's all decked out with basketballs. There's a Spurs jersey on the other side of this wagon. Whole family's decked out in Spurs shirts. Dad here wearing a Wemby shirt. Oh. I hopped right back in, just like a basketball.
Susan, that's my wife's name. I think I'll remember that. Edward and Susan, we're really glad that you're here, keeping us safe.
Nothing is more San Antonio than that, folks.
Thank you for being here.
Okay, here's another tiny little pooch. He's wearing her best Fiesta dress.
Those people wouldn't know how to get a medal from that.
Perfect. So we're about to see if we can grab one of the other pooches that competed. I don't know where they went, though. I think they're over here.
Wow. Anyway, Christine's there, and Christine will be happy to share with you
You're welcome.
what they have to offer. we thank you again, Lord, for being here now. Now, every vet costume,
All right, we have Paloma's Pupcakes coming over. Hi, guys. I love your costumes.
Thank you.
Hi. Good, how are you? Thank you. I love your guys' setup. If you want to come a little bit closer. Okay, so who's this right here?
This is Paloma.
How old is Paloma?
Paloma is, her birthday's in July. She'll be 1 in July. She's a party Yorkie.
Party Yorkie? Very cute. So how much does she weigh?
She weighs 2.8 pounds.
She's tiny. There's so many cute dogs here, including yours. Okay, so how did you guys come up with this theme?
The girls just really like to play bake shop, so no special ideas or anything like that, but we already had all these toys. So that's basically why.
So what are you guys competing for today? What are you hoping to get?
I know there's a couple categories. What is there? What are the categories?
Best costume and
Best float. What is it? Float with a.
Yeah, there's Best in Show, Top Dog, Most Creative, Most Patriotic, Fiesta Flair, and then Best Match Human and Animal.
Best
what we're
match
hoping for,
human
the
and
best match
animal.
human and
Yes.
Very cool. Well, I love this so much. It's creative. And then she's so cute. She's living her best life right now.
She really
She
is.
absolutely does.
She is.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
They've been playing with us all week, so this
been
will
trying to
probably
keep
be in our house for the next week.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep them pulling it apart because they love playing with it. This guy's waiting for the parade.
They can do it when they get home today.
Exactly.
Thank y'all so much. And good luck.
Thank you. Come on, guys.
Bye, guys. Okay, we have Paloma there. Party Yorkie, about 2 pounds. And they're competing for the best match human and animal. Right, so we have several more pups that came through the line right here. We want to look at this one right here. Huge float right there. There's 2 puppies right there. You see they're carrying one right there, and then there's another one that's at the front of the float just sitting there. Looks like a Pomeranian there. And then we have Little Red Riding Hood coming up right here. Doberman right there. It looks like she's a grandma. Okay, I love this. Okay, I love the fact that this dog has not knocked off the glasses off his face, because I know if it were my dog, she would already be pawing. It would have been gone a long time ago. All right, you might be able to hear the mariachi music, but we have a Fiesta float. And these pups are staying so calm. Looks like they're on San Antonio River just floating around. Everyone is loving this. They have some theme music going on. Their owner, of course, decked out in some medals. Looks like we might have to add a KSAT one to the vest right there. Very cute. And again, if you're just joining us, you are watching the 2025 Pooch Parade. This is specifically the costume contest. We've had several dogs come through with everything from patriotic costumes to Snoopy, and of course several Fiesta themes. So there's one of them that you're looking at right there, those 2 pups right there with their theme music. We have another Fiesta float coming up. Looks like it's 2 Chihuahuas. The King and Queen of Fiesta, arguably. And of course we have King Embarkio, who is representing the Pooch Parade this year. Her name is Bacon. She's a Great Pyrenees mix. I got to meet her earlier this month. She's the sweetest dog, and she's actually a therapy dog with Therapy Animals of San Antonio. A great organization here in town. They help support families, children who just need to pet a puppy, to help make them happy. They really help help these people open up. They're a great stress relief. I know Bacon's mom, Christine, was telling me that, just sitting around Bacon helps bring down her blood pressure because, they're just so great to be around. So let me tell you that just being here at the Pooch Parade has boosted my mood so much. There's so many cute puppies, and they're all so well behaved. And it looks like we have a Hawaiian theme coming up. Got 2 of the puppies right there. Their owner, of course, in a hula skirt. I think that's a Cocker Spaniel. Either way, they're cute. And they're so happy to be here. Oh, we have one tinkling. They're just so happy to be here. Oh, we got some bubbles coming up.
We're very, very fortunate to have a number of food trucks here.
Oh my gosh, this is a whole setup, guys. So we have the bubbles flying around.
Joe's Coffee.
I hear a couple of people laughing at this, a couple of judges. We have a rubber ducky. Looks like it's bath time here. So there's a couple of puppies here. So looking at the front, looks like it says Lincoln Heights Animal Hospital. So we have the Chihuahua there. And then the bathtub. So we are about to grab an interview with someone, I believe. So these are some of the pups that just came through the costume contest. The judges took a look at their costume. They're being judged on everything from best in show, top dog, most creative, most patriotic, best fiesta flair, and best match human and animal. We've had a couple of fiesta floats come in. We've heard the music. Of course, we have Snoopy back here, who we talked to a little while ago. That's Mario up there, who's Woodstock. Little dachshund. And so we're having one of the fiesta floats come by. You might be able to hear them coming by already. Okay, so on their little wagon, or their little float, I should say, it says Fiesta de los Perros. Hi, how are you? Okay, what's your name?
My name is Roxanne DeLuna.
Roxanne. And then who are these guys?
I've got my Lilo and my Elsa.
Leo and Elsa. Awesome. So what inspired this float?
Well, the Pooch Parade, and I went for Fiesta theme this year. So we went with the, Fiesta thing with the, focused on the dogs, obviously, because we're all dogs today.
And so you've competed in this before?
Oh, yes. We come every year. I don't know, we've been coming for at least 20 years.
Why do you keep coming back?
It's a big event. I love it. It's focused on dogs, which I like. So, and it raises money for San Antonio therapy dogs.
How much time do you put into doing something like this? Because, you have theme music.
Oh, yeah. We get whatever we have in the house, and my mom, my dad, we all get, into it, and we were working on this for, at least a week. So, and then we got to make sure the outfits are good, and yeah, so.
See, we got the flower crown right here.
Yeah. Surprised she still has it on.
So you have some medals right here too, right?
Oh, lots of medals.
So this is all just from this year?
No, these are a few from this year.
Okay. So I see you don't have the KSAT one. So I'm about to hook you up with the Weather Authority one. Thank you. So you're competing for Fiesta Flair this year.
We went for Fiesta Flair, yes.
How confident are you that you're going to get that title?
I think so, because even one of the judges was like, I think that's the winner. I was like, yes.
So you're going to find out soon.
Yeah, we'll find out soon.
Thank you so much, Roxanne. And this is amazing. I love the music.
Yeah, and I'll look for you guys later.
Perfect.
All right,
Nice
thank you.
meeting you.
You too.
All right, so we have a couple more puppies that came through. We have another hula theme right here. A little dog just walked by. And we have a little dachshund right here, my fave. So it looks like this year Fiesta is the most popular category. We've seen several floats with that Fiesta theme, and we have one right here. A couple of dachshunds on this Fiesta float. They have the little streamers, of course the flowers above. And the owner's dressed to match.
Contest participants, please.
Looks like we have a senior dog on there. I love that.
Judges are going to make a decision. We will have an announcement. Probably take a few pictures.
They have their cute little shirts too. And so I think we have a couple more floats. And again, if you're just joining us, you're watching the costume contest at the 2025 Pooch Parade. All right, we have... They're either competing for Fiesta Flair or Best Match Human and Animal right here. Of course, he's decked out in medals. Let's see if we can give him a case that one. Yeah, of course. Do you want to get that kid one? Okay, so it looks like we're sort of wrapping up here at the costume contest. A couple last minute entrants possibly. Okay, I love this. This is downtown here in Alamo Heights. You can see the Tower of America is right there, the Alamo. And then they have the Papel Picado. And of course this puppy right here has a couple of medals. He's very cute. He's the perfect downtown background. Just chilling right there.
Learned today that they've been serving the San Antonio community for over 25 years. Thank you, Strick. Teamwork Financial, they don't have a booth here, but as I'm sure many of you have watched the ups and downs of the stock market.
Okay, so we have Kirsten Carabin coming up with boots. Hi. Good morning. How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Daniela.
Nice to see you. This is Boots.
Hi, Boots.
Hi, Boots. Sit down. Let's talk to the sit. He's so excited.
Oh, I'm so excited to see him too.
Okay, sit.
He's like, I just want to look at all the puppies over here.
I mean, the only time he behaves badly is when there's all puppies everywhere. He's so happy. Okay, look what Mommy has.
He's posing for the camera right there.
Oh, yeah. He is something else, isn't he?
Love him.
Look at the giraffe. You see the giraffe?
So how long have you had Boots?
I've had Boots since he was probably 7 weeks old.
Oh.
I came to the Pooch Parade and I met my boyfriend walking Boots home from the Pooch Parade. How cool is that?
So why do you love Fiesta so much?
Oh my God. Who doesn't love Fiesta? The joy and the celebration is absolutely amazing. If we could live every day this day, we would.
Why is it so important for Carabin Law to be a part of the Pooch Parade?
I think, what we do is really, really serious. But there are sometimes we need to come together with the community and make it right and just celebrate how lucky we are to be in San Antonio, how lucky we are to be alive, just pure joy.
So like you said, law is pretty serious, but you guys do a lot in the community.
We try to. So what we do is serious, but what we can do with what we do is give back. And so we try to give back. Everything we do, we give scholarships. If your refrigerator breaks, we will try to help you. We have a board, we have a charity called TogetherWeWillRise.com, and we really, really try to do the right thing to kind of understand what we do, which is sad.
Tell me more about the charity and what you guys do for the community here in San Antonio.
Okay, so the charity is called TogetherWeWillRise.com, and that's what it's about. Together we will rise, because everybody needs a helping hand. And so when I decided to come back and practice law, I thought, I'm not going to do this unless I can give back to my clients and the community. So together we will rise. So what the idea is, it's need-based. So if you need help, you submit an application, and then we have a board, and then they review it, and we help you. We help you. It can be anything. We help you in a time where you're in financial crisis, or we help you if you want an experience that you never ever dreamed of. So it's all about being part of the community and rising. Let's rise together, right?
I love that so much. It is so cool. And so you advocate for your clients, obviously. Why is it so important to advocate for these people? Because, I mean, they feel like they have no other option, right?
Well, when my clients get in this situation, they have no idea what to do. It's amazing. I do it every day, so I'm like, of course you know what to do. Well, you don't know what to do. All of a sudden you have no money. You have probably no transportation. Your family's scared because you're not working. And what do? I'll tell you what you do. You call us. We work on contingency, and we will take care of everything. We'll guide you through it and get you back. Get you back healthy, well, and your family back to normal. That's what we do. And so it's gratifying.
And it's definitely gratifying being here with all the puppies. We've seen a bunch of costumes so far. What has been your favorite that you've seen?
Oh my God, I could never decide. The giraffe, the Reese's, the Fiesta ones. I'm glad it's not my job. It's not my job. We have a simple costume, and I don't know how they're going to decide. It is amazing.
I know, the Snoopy one is my favorite. I don't know if you can see the puppy. It's Woodstock back there. His name is Mario. He's hiding back there. I know.
How can you decide? Booch, which one do you think? Which one do you think? He says, I like all of them.
He's like, as long as I get treats.
As long as I
What,
get treats.
whatever you say.
See? Oh my gosh. He loves it. Absolutely loves it.
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, of course, for helping us with the live
Thank
stream.
you for having me. This is my crew. Paul, David.
What do y'all think of the Happy Fiesta? Viva Fiesta!
Fiesta.
What do you think of the Pooch Parade so far?
I love it. It's my first time here, new to San Antonio, and my gosh, it's just happy. All these dogs everywhere. Who could be happier?
Be happy. It just brings
Yeah.
joy.
It's the best Fiesta event, in my opinion.
Joy. The best. Absolutely. I don't know if there is a best. I don't know if we can say that this is the best.
It's definitely the cutest, though. I think that's fair.
Definitely the cutest. Definitely the cutest. But everyone is joyous. Every single one. We're so lucky. Viva San Antonio! Yay!
Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting y'all.
Thank you for having
Bye,
us.
Boots. Have the best time.
I see bacon.
Ooh.
King and Barkio is on the grounds, making your way his way.
All right, looks like we are wrapping up here. We have one more contestant, looks like. Little puppy right here with the Fiesta outfit and, of course, medals right there. Of course, their owner decked out in the medals, too. So again, if you're just joining us, we are at the 2025 Pooch Parade out here in Alamo Heights near the swimming pool. This is the costume contest. We should be hearing who the winners are shortly. There's several categories that people have been competing in. So you just saw one that's competing in Fiesta Flair. Of course, we have someone competing for best, or top dog, I should say. We have most patriotic. We have best matching human and animal. Bunch of different categories to compete in. We've seen so many great ones. I want to see if we can go over here. That way we can look at this costume right here. Day at the zoo. I think we missed them earlier, but we have the giraffe and the zebra, and then of course that puppy right there with their owner, just posing for the camera. And so these judges have a tough job today because there's so many great costumes that have been out here. Oh, it looks like we have one more entry right here. So this might be our final contestant here. Looks like a border collie. Oh my gosh, with a little guitar around its neck. Full Fiesta theme. So there's several categories people are competing in. This one, of course, Best Fiesta Flair. We have Most Creative, Most Patriotic, Best Match Human and Animal, which this might be one of those entries too. And of course, the two top titles, Best in Show and Top Dog. And we talked with an owner earlier who has their dachshund Mario here. Aw, you see right this little collie performing some tricks. Very well behaved. But we spoke with one earlier. It was a Snoopy entry. You might have seen it if you were watching the live stream earlier, but they said that they're competing for the top title for the third year in a row. So a lot of tough competition out here, a lot of creative floats, a lot of creative costumes. People are just really committed to making sure that everything just looks great, and people have done a great job. We've met a couple of different cute puppies. Honestly, all these puppies have been adorable. For me, this has been one of the best days of my job, getting to sit here, talk about these puppies, and get to see them. So many of them so well behaved, and their owners are so happy. Just being here is great. Everyone's smiling. It's hard not to smile when you see so many puppies, especially in costumes and strollers and wagons, being held by their owners. You can see you're looking at Boots right there. And then Sunny right there in the background. They had some music earlier. They were one of the first contestants here. We have a Reese's float over there. Owners matching the costume. Awesome. Hi, so you're Sunny's mom?
I'm Sunny's mom, yes.
What's your name?
My name's Carmen Lopez.
Carmen, what was the inspiration behind this year's costume?
Well, I think that the mariachis really always stand out in any fiesta event, whether it's in a restaurant or in the fiesta community. And we decided Sunny was our mariachi.
And I know you had the music earlier.
I did.
Okay, so how old is Sunny and what type of dog is Sunny?
Sunny is a Shih Tzu, half Shih Tzu, half Poodle. And let's see, he's a year and a half.
Very cool. And so is this his first or second year at Pooch?
First year. This is our first year here.
Very cool. What has it been like for you?
Very exciting and challenging because this is my first year. So the most I could do is kind of research from previous years what the expectations were, and I took it from there.
And I love your costume. So I assume competing Best Fiesta Flair, and then hopefully either Top Dog or Best in Show, right?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely for sure. He will.
Perfect. Sunny's so good, too. Just chilling. His little hat.
It's so nice to...
Oh, and sorry, I think they're about to announce the winner right here. Here, let me give you this medal. 'Cause I'm like, I don't want you to miss this moment either. All right. So it looks like the costume contest is wrapped up right here. I just heard an announcement that said that the judges are deliberating, making their final decisions here. And of course, they have several categories that they're judging. Most creative, most patriotic, best fiesta flair, best match human and animal, and of course, top prize, best in show, and top dog. I mean, these judges have a lot to discuss. They've seen so many adorable dogs, so many great costumes, so many creative costumes, and of course, their owners have gone all out, some of them matching with their dogs. And these dogs have been so well behaved too, posing for the judges, some of them even doing some tricks. And so you see those trophies up there. Oh, I think one of the judges is about to come talk with us, possibly.
That's so sweet. Bacon said making new friends and being on TV with my human. I don't think they gave you enough attention, Bacon. And Officer Bill, I don't know, Officer Bill's walking around.
So again, if you're just joining us, we are at the 2025 Pooch Parade in Alamo Heights near the swimming pool. We have just wrapped up the contest, the costume contest. The judges here are deliberating, making their decisions. We've had several dozen dogs come through with their owners. Several of them have some pretty elaborate setups, some great costumes, some of them handmade. Some of them even had some theme music there. And so you might be able to see those gold trophies up there with little dogs. Those are going to be given to the winners of several categories. And again, best in show, top dog, best fiesta flair, best match human and animal, most creative, and most patriotic.
Appreciate you being here for us and answering our questions. Officer Bill, great questions.
See the judges right there, still deciding, still talking. And a lot of the owners here just waiting, hoping that they're up their costumes, their setups, that they win one of these awards this year.
And we would like to thank you for the great questions. As I hope to.
And then in just about 30-ish minutes, 30, 45 minutes, we are going to see the start of the actual Pooch Parade. It's about a 2-3 mile walk where people walk with their dogs, just show off the costumes here. And it's just such a great event that supports Therapy Animals of San Antonio, a great organization here in town that helps support therapy animals and people here in the community who need the support of therapy animals.
We're still waiting to see if there's anybody else to come around. Man, I'm amazed with all these dogs around here. There aren't any.
It looks like the puppies' names are here on the back of this wagon. Hades and Billy. So congrats to them.
What are your thoughts on the contestants this year? Better than previous years? Oh, you're a first timer. Okay.
All right, we have Dorothy entering right here. Looks like we're heading to Oz. Do you see how tiny this puppy is? Hold on, wait for it. Because this one's tiny. Look. Oh my god. Okay, so I have our producer Caitlin here. Caitlin, you've been watching all these dogs. What do you think about everything that you see?
I think it's so cute, so cute. I love all the costumes that I've seen so far. And that tiny little baby chihuahua is so adorable. What does he have, like bat wings on?
I think so. Maybe it's like one, because aren't there like the flying monkeys, right?
Oh yes, from Wizard of Oz and Dorothy.
So cute.
King Ambarkio. She is the reigning king. And good question. Is King Ambarkio anywhere near the costume contest? We're having some people wonder if you could walk through and let everybody see.
We have a couple other puppies coming through. Looks like some Shih Tzu mixes, possibly. Several people here around the corral watching the costume contest, and they've seen so many creative costumes. We've seen everything from Snoopy. Of course, people have taken us to Oz with Wicked-themed, Wizard of Oz-themed floats, several Fiesta-themed floats.
We training the king in waiting, who is Teddy. And I think Teddy is here.
Right here is another entry. A couple little puppies there in their stroller. So cute.
With a big smile on her face. She always has a smile.
Look, they're just posing for the judges.
Part of Bacon's duties is to get the next king prepared for the duties that go along with that title. It's a busy week for him.
And of course, if you were just joining us, we are at the 2025 Pooch Parade out in Alamo Heights. It's an event, arguably the cutest Fiesta event that goes on every year. This supports the Therapy Animals of San Antonio, a great organization here in town, run by volunteers. So all of the therapy dogs that work with them and their owners, they volunteer to go to hospitals, they volunteer to go to schools, they volunteer to visit nursing homes. And I spoke with Bacon's mom. So Bacon is this year's King Ambarkio, and Teddy's mom, who sorry, I thought we had an announcement coming with the winner, but looks like the judges are still deliberating who the winner is going to be this year. But we talked with the owners of King Ambarkio. Oh, I think Teddy, who is the king in waiting, she's going to be the King Ambarkio for the coming year. I think she's coming around the corral. But see, we have a corgi coming in right now for the costume contest. They're in a pretty dress. Okay, it looks like it's K-pop themed, according to the wagon. K-pop, excuse me.
She says that Bacon's done a pretty good job, but she's got a few fun things under her collar she's going to share with us next year. That ought to be fun to see.
Well, these pups just know how to work the camera.
Thanks for stopping by. If you want, you can show her off inside the costume event area. So anyway, I was talking about our food trucks. Holy smokes, you know, that coffee breath really wasn't bad at all. I thought for sure he'd bring it.
So in just about 30 to 45 minutes, we're going to see the start of the Pooch Parade. It's about a 2 to 3 mile walk around Alamo Heights where several people walk with their dogs. Of course, you're going to see some of the ones that competed in the costume contest that's been going on this morning. And if you do decide to come out to the Pooch Parade, it's a great event. The weather's actually pretty nice this morning. It's actually a little chilly, which I would take that over the humidity. But we have several vendors out here. We have several rescues out here. We have another entry. Oh, this is not an entry, actually. This is the King in Waiting this year. This is Teddy. We'll see if we see Teddy right here. This is Teddy. This is this year's King in Waiting. So next year, Teddy will be King Ambarkio. And Teddy is a therapy dog. She's there with her owner, Brandy, who is a volunteer here with the Therapy Animals of San Antonio. She's so well behaved. I spent a couple of minutes with her earlier this month as she went to visit one of the sponsors, and she just brightens everyone's day. She's so well behaved, so fluffy. You see she's decked out with some medals. Of course, one of the medals is this year's Pooch Parade medal. Bacon is featured on it. She is this year's King Embarkio. She's also a therapy dog. I believe we're going to see her shortly. But these dogs have done a lot of work over the past year, especially with Fiesta, but they're out in the community every month meeting with children at schools, at hospitals. They go out to nursing homes. They really just brighten people's day. And one of the owners of these pups was telling me that, just being around their dog just helps lower their blood pressure, helps calm them down. And that's the effect that we've seen whenever we've gone out with them and seen them in the community. So again, this is Teddy. Teddy will be next year's King Embarkio. This year, she is the king in waiting.
Courtney in booth B4. Las Palapas. Go visit Courtney. I haven't had a chance to get.
So we have Snoopy right here waiting. Snoopy, or I should say Mario, who's Woodstock up there at the top. Mario's owner told me they are competing for the top title for the third time in a row. They won twice already. So they're hoping they can get it again this year. You can see one of the owners committed with the inflatable Snoopy costume. And Mario is just so chill. He's just been sitting up here at the top of the iconic red doghouse. Oh.
It's in Middleton.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yes,
Awesome.
Thank you. KSAT ladies.
Yes.
You look so pretty.
Thank you. It's getting heavy.
Look
But
at all your, So after we announce the winner. Yay. Oh, here, I'll give you the winner.
Indiana and Amanda would love for you to stop by and say hi. B17. I feel like I'm doing bingo.
Okay, I read it.
Have you got your freeze-dried treats yet? RGB, freeze-dried treats in booth B12. Mark's a multi-year sponsor for us.
Well, let's see. I think I've done this nearly 20 years, maybe, I don't know, 15 to 20. I can't remember when we started. But I started doing the national anthem here at the Pooch Parade, and it's just a lot of fun every year. It's great. You get to see all these puppies all dressed up. I mean, they have some of the cutest outfits. It's just great.
They're so creative. Like, I knew this is my first one, but, Snoopy's my favorite.
Oh, yes. Snoopy. I saw the Flintstones.
Yes.
There's the zoo. There's great. One year, not this year, but I remember one year they had the Chihuahua Charreada. I love that one. That one stuck in my brain. I loved it. It was so cute. But anyway, yes, I love watching all the puppies. It's so fun. How can you not?
You can't help but smile.
Right.
Which is the best.
Wonderful.
I know my cheeks kind of hurt from smiling so much. They're all so cute.
I know. And I sing the national anthem, and it's not that big of a deal. It's a big deal to sing the national anthem, but all the puppies are like, oh. So
you have background singers right there.
All the time. Background singers. It's great.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. And Viva Fiesta.
Viva Fiesta.
Costume contest was held.
This is incredible. So it's a little New York City themed taxi.
That's funny.
This is going to be awesome.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm excited about my medal.
Yay.
I'm glad that I wasn't asked to do this. Oh, looky here, they got Subaru sunglasses. How cool is that? That's awesome. Oh, we got lots of really cool.
Okay, so these judges have been going through their paperwork. They've seen so many creative costumes come through. They really have a tough job today to pick which is the best costume for each category. Of course, they have Best in Show, Top Dog, but there's other costume categories like Best Fiesta Flair, Most Patriotic, Best Matching Human and Animal. Just so many categories and so many entries to pick from, and there's some really creative ones. We spoke with someone who they spent a week putting everything together. Someone even spent a month coming up with the theme and making sure that they had their wagon and float put together. And of course, we have a big crowd here waiting to see, first of all, if their pup gets picked. And if they don't have a puppy, they just want to see who wins. Okay, sounds like we're getting close to picking the final winner.
Adding up numbers, they've got their shoes and socks off so they can count high enough. We got them all together? Okay, if you participated in the costume contest, please gather around.
All right, looks like the judges have made their decision. Oh, here we have King and Barkio. This is Bacon. Okay, Bacon is not a big fan of this crown. We spent some time with Bacon earlier this month, and every time she just knocked it off. But that's Christine, Bacon's mom. Like, she just knows how to pose. So she is a therapy dog with Therapy Animals in San Antonio. She does a lot of work in the community, she and her mom. She is actually featured on this year's medal for the Pooch Parade. It's very cute. You might be able to see Bacon's picture on the announcer's shirt back here.
You want to go back to chasing squirrels, right?
That is Bacon, this year's King and Barkio.
Sometimes I guess you're going to be on the float later.
So Bacon, I believe, is 6 years old, or she's turning 6 this year. And like I said, she's a therapy dog. She goes and makes several visits a year. She and her mom volunteer in the community. Really just being around them helps lower people's blood pressure, makes them smile. Oh, looks like we have the big winners about to be announced. Let's listen in.
Who's ready? Who is ready to find out who our winners are? Hey, are we? Doesn't sound like it. Come on! There we go. That's a lot better. Okay, we're going to start with Best. Is that okay? Best matched human? Is that okay? Best matched human and animal? Can I start there? I can. Or do you want somebody else to? Just a little bit. We're going to do the best matched human and animal.
All right, best matched human and animal. We're about to announce the winner.
Human and animal. Now, I'm calling you by number, so I hope you know what your number is. Best matched human and animal. If you will, when I call your number, if you'll come through this gate, go down and get your trophy. Contestant number 1. Contestant number 1.
All right, we have a winner.
Contestant number 1.
This is Roxanne. She was featured earlier on our stream. Her and Sunny. It's a Shih Poo mix. They're making their way around the corner right here. So their mariachi theme. They actually had some theme music earlier today. So this is actually their first year competing, Roxanne was telling me.
Okay, so where's number 1? Oh, here they go. Okay, come get your
Very cool. First time winners here. First time competing too. So they're getting a trophy right now. And again, if you are just joining us, Sunny has just won for Best Match Human and Animal, Sunny and his owner.
Okay, you're going to walk in and kind of go over by the box and get your picture taken. We're going to run her up. We've got a nice certificate for our runner-up for the best matched human and animal. And while Sonny is getting pictures taken, I'm going to ask contestant number 7 to come to the gate. Contestant number 7, you're the runner-up in the best matched human and animal.
All right, so we're about to see who the runner-up for Best Match Human and Animal is. Okay, I love this. We talked with them.
Number 7, runner-up, best match human and animal.
You see Sunny there, winner of this year's Best Match Human and Animal. We're waiting to see who the runner-up is, but Sunny and his mom have mariachi theme going on.
Okay, number 7, come on in. How about a round
All right, so here are the
of applause
runner-ups this year. It's a Puppy Bakery.
Great job, great job.
They have 4 little doggies right here.
Not cute. Isn't that cute? Great. Okay, we're going to go next to the best Fiesta Flair.
All right, Best Fiesta Flair.
Contestant number 33. Contestant number 33, please come forward, come through the gate, and get your trophy.
So we are about to see who the winner is of Best Fiesta Flair.
Contestant number 33. No doubt about that. I should have known. Here we go. How about a round of applause?
Okay, this is Roxanne. So it's Leo and Elsa, I believe, and they have, of course, their theme music playing. I'll let you listen to that.
Okay, we're going to go. Yes, this is Best Fiesta Flair, contestant 33. If I get the runner-up to come to the gate right now, that is contestant number 44. Contestant 44 is the runner-up for Best Fiesta Flair.
This is Sunny and Leo enjoying their moment. They won Best Fiesta Flair, and we are about to see the runner-ups.
Right. Oh, you want to do it at the same time? Okay. Number 44. Well. Okay, we're going to put that on hold. Most patriotic.
So moving on to the next category, Most Patriotic. We got a couple different entries.
Please come forward. Contestant number 20, Most Patriotic. If you'll come forward, and the runner-up is contestant number 9. So I need contestant number 20, please. Most Patriotic.
Here we go. We see them making their way here to the corral. Most Patriotic. Whole family decked out in the red, white, and blue.
All right, here we go. Going in. Contestant 20, Most Patriotic. The runner-up is number 9. Who's number 9 nearby? Contestant number 9. If you...
Very cute.
How about contestant number 9?
He's getting on up there. Oh, he's a little scared to get up there. It's okay.
Contestant number 9.
It's okay. He doesn't need to be on the podium. He's a winner.
Okay, we're going to move on to the most creative.
All right, moving on to Most Creative. Oh,
Well, 44 is here, runner-up for Best Fiesta Flair.
actually, we're going to go back to Best Fiesta Flair. This is the runner-up for that category.
Fiesta Flair.
Okay, so you're looking at the runner-up for most patriotic. And then these are the runner-ups for Best Fiesta Flair. They had the downtown landscape.
The award for the runner-up for Best Fiesta Flair. Their contestant 44 has contestant number 9. No. Okay. We're going to move on to most creative. They are the runner-up for Best Fiesta Flair. Okay, we're gonna move on to most creative. I don't know how you decide that.
All right, most creative is up next.
Contestant number 13. Contestant 13. There's the happy folks. Contestant 13, most creative.
Hey, it sounds like this one's a fan favorite. Oh, love this one. It is the Flintstones, of course.
How about that? Okay, that's our most creative. Number 13, the runner-up.
See Fred, Wilma, Bam Bam.
11 nearby. They are the runner-up for most creative.
And they have the little vanity license plate on the back that says Spoiled Rotten. Very cute costume.
Picture taken. Okay, and here comes contestant number 11. He is the runner-up. Runner-up for most creative.
Very cute. These are the winners for most creative. And then we have the Pokemon duo right here. They are the runner-ups for most creative. Some of these pups are a little too scared to get on the podium, but it's okay.
Okay, there's a runner-up. Okay, we're now going to move to the award for the top dog.
All right, getting to the big ones. Top dog up next.
It's the guy in the straw hat or the yellow shirt. Oh, no, never mind. How about contestant 45? Contestant 45, top dog.
Top dog on his way into the corral. It is the zoo themed.
Isn't that really fun? And the runner-up for the top dog is contestant number 2.
Now this float was a popular one. Several people that we talked to say that this is one that really stood out to them. You can see we have the little zebra pup up there up front. Very creative. Of course, winner for top dog this year. And if you're just joining us, you are watching the 2025 Pooch Parade in Alamo Heights. This is the costume contest. We're announcing the winner. All right, here's my personal favorite, the Snoopy float. These are the runner-ups for top dog. So this is they had won twice before. So this year they're the runner-up, but we have Mario up there as Woodstock. I just love these costumes. Oh, Mario, the little dachshund, is up there. His owner told me that he's like this all the time. Just chill, just perched up there. Nothing new for him.
I think everybody did a terrific job. I don't know how these judges made their decisions.
Now we have Mario. Mario, who is this year's Woodstock. They are the runner-up.
We're really fortunate to have KSAT 12 here with us. Thank you. We're live. You could be on TV.
This is the best day of my job. Yeah.
Okay, are we going to get that picture taken? Did we get the runner-up?
Hi, how are you? Good. So congratulations. What is it like to be the winner this year?
Well, I think it's second place because I think Best in Show is actually first place. But anyway, I always love to win awards, but I just love doing this, and I love seeing all the people and all the kids and the smiling faces, and it's just fun. This is Shadow. Hi, Shadow. Yes, Shadow is very chilled.
How long did it take you to put all this together?
Probably a couple weeks by the time you shop and come up with an idea and get my husband to make stuff like this. And yeah, a couple of weeks probably, off and on.
Congratulations to you and Shadow. Thank you. This is one of the best ones I've seen, so love it. Thanks. All right, so this is this year's winner. This is Best in Show. Of course, the king and queen of Fiesta this year. See, one of them's a little tuckered out. We're going to see if we can get to talk with them. They're so cute. Hi. Good, how are you? Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is this moment like for you?
This is super exciting. This is my second contest, and this is Laura's, I don't know how many you've done. 50.
So who are these guys?
This is Chiquito, he's mine, and this is Kiva.
She's already tuckered out?
Yes.
She's royalty, right? She's 13.
Yes. Yeah. And Chiquito's 3.
How long did it take you guys to put all this together?
In 3 days. 3 days, yeah.
But we've been planning this for a while.
And last night when it was thundering, we're like, are we wasting our time? So we're really glad the weather was great today.
Yes.
Was not a waste of time, plus Best in Show. Awesome.
You.
Let me give you some medals real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Winners have to have medals, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Look how cute they are. I think that way. So that was Wendy. She has sung the national anthem here, she told me, for several years now. And this is an event that she just loves to attend.
Let's start moving into place. That KSAC's making their way over. Judges, thank you very much for everything you did.
All right, so that does it for us for the costume contest, but we'll be right back. Don't forget to join us. We will be back in a couple of minutes for the Pooch Parade. All right, the Pooch Parade has begun. Again, it's a 2.4-mile walk through the city of Alamo Heights. Lots of dogs out here, every size, every breed, every color, every age, here with their owners. Several of them in costumes, several of them just love to be here. I see a couple of them rolling around here in the grass. We have hundreds of dogs and their owners making their way through the start. Again, 2.4 miles through Alamo Heights. So lots of pets along the route. I know my puppy's here watching the parade. Lots of dogs in costumes and shirts, sitting in strollers and wagons. Just excited to be here. And of course, their owners so happy to be here too. Gotten to see so many different cute dogs, so many dogs playing with each other. Everyone's so well behaved. Of course, it's a beautiful day here in Alamo Heights. Not too hot, not too cold. Nice little breeze. See people making their way through. Of course, we have, I see right here in front of me, the runner-up for Best in Show, Top Dog. We have one of the runner-ups here who has the downtown San Antonio landscape with their puppy there. Paloma, the party Yorkie, is also making her way through the parade with her owners, which of course includes her 2 parents and then her 3 brothers and sisters. A couple of these puppies already tuckered out. They're having to be carried. I get that. My dog is short. She can only walk for so long. And of course, 2.4 miles. Let me tell you, this has been a great morning here in Alamo Heights. We've had the costume contest, so many great costumes. Everyone's just in a good mood to be here. And of course, the Pooch Parade benefits Therapy Animals of San Antonio. It's a great nonprofit here in town. Relies on volunteers, both the owners and their dogs. And of course, King Embarkio Bacon. She's one of the therapy dogs here. She's about 6 years old. She's a Great Pyrenees mix. She had a lot of royal duties this year. And we also saw Teddy, who is the King Embarkio in waiting. So next year she will be King Embarkio and of course take on those duties. And she's also a therapy dog. They visit children's hospitals, they visit nursing homes, they visit schools. They do a lot of great work here in the community to really just help boost people's spirits and make them feel better. So we still have a lot of people making their way through the start of the finish, or the start line, I should say. See a couple of dogs barking, excited to be here, of course. I've seen some of these dogs play with each other. You know, they're making friends. And, of course, here at the Pooch Parade, it's not just about the parade and the costume contest. There's some food trucks here if you want to eat. There's also several rescues here. We've seen a couple of dogs that are up for adoption. I'm actually standing next to a dog who has a little sweater on that says "Adopt Me." So hopefully someone here at the Pooch Parade falls in love with one of these dogs. That way they can take them home to their forever home. So you might, I'm not sure where our photographer is, but I'm seeing the start of the finish line, or the start line, I should say, which we have a couple of people in inflatable costumes. You see the Easter Bunny there. Several people making their way through, of course. Some kids in strollers, some dogs in strollers too. Wagons, some of the floats that we saw earlier competing in the costume contest. See corgis, dachshunds, golden retrievers. Some mixes here. But of course they are all adorable. I think we see a couple of Australian shepherds making their way through, heading into the Pooch Parade. And some of these dogs decked out in their Fiesta medals, and I see the Best in Show winner. She's actually making her way through with the King and Queen of Fiesta, which are 2 puppies perched on their pillows. One of them is already asleep. You know, it's a busy day for them. I'm sure it's tiring being the center of attention. See a couple of pugs making their way through. Golden Doodle, German Shepherd, a little Shih Tzu being pulled along in a wagon. So it looks like almost everyone has made their way to the start line of the Pooch Parade. Again, it's 2.4 miles through Alamo Heights. Lots of people parading through the town with their costumes, with their outfits. And I'm not just talking about the owners. Of course, I'm talking about the dogs. Several of them decked out in their Fiesta gear, most patriotic. Some of these owners have matching costumes with their dogs. Earlier today, if you were watching live stream, we had a costume contest. Now, of course, if you missed it, you can go back and watch this on KSAT's YouTube page. You missed a lot of great costumes, a lot of creative ones. Personal favorite is a Snoopy one. Woodstock on top is actually a dachshund named Mario. There's still some time to make it out to the Pooch Parade if you live nearby. There's plenty of vendors to come visit. Of course, bring your dog if you have one. And if you don't have one, just come out and see all the cute pups. Of course, every size, every color, every breed, every age. And everyone is so well behaved. All the pups are very excited to be here. Some of them are a little tired, but... Okay, and making their way to the start line is, of course, top dog. It's the zoo theme right there. The pup on top. You might miss him because he's hidden by the giraffe. He's wearing a zebra costume there. His name is Shadow. Shadow's owner told me that they've been working on the costume for actually not too long. I think she said 3 days, but they've been thinking about the concept for a while, and they did a pretty good job executing it. I mean, a huge giraffe at the front, and of course Shadow perched up top with one of the best views. And it looks like we are wrapping up here at the Pooch Parade. Last few pups making their way through the arches at the start line. People trickling in. Pups with their bandanas, with their shirts, with their dresses, with their flower crowns, of course. You hear the clinking of collars and medals. Just a great morning to be out here, of course, as we reach the final weekend of Fiesta. And so I have our producer, Caitlin, here. Caitlin, if you want to come over here. So Caitlin's been with me all morning. This has honestly been one of the best days of work. I mean, we just get to stand here and look at puppies.
Literally, it's been so much fun. I love this event, and for it being our first time, seeing it and being here, it's so fun. I love it.
I know this is both of our first times, and I mean, I knew the costumes were going to be creative, but to this level is wild to me how much effort people have put in.
Right, I know. I love the one that was my favorite one, I would say, out of all this was the zoo one. That one was crazy. And just seeing, you have to understand, these people put hours into these costumes and, making sure their floats and everything look well with their little doggies on it. And it's I appreciate that. I love the effort, and it's just so cool to see it all.
Yeah, I love that a couple of them had music. They thought of everything.
Yes, I know, because the first one, I think one of the winners had a little music box on their float. I love that. That was so cute.
People really put a lot of effort into this. Some people have been coming for years. This is one of their must-do Fiesta events. Others coming here for the first time, including Caitlin and I, and my puppy Markle. She's actually sitting here next to me. She's not going to be walking. She's a little old, but she's sitting in her stroller watching all the other doggies have fun. So it looks like the final pups are making their way through the beginning of the start line here at the Pooch Parade. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Pooch Parade in Alamo Heights, and we're going to go ahead and wrap up from here. We saw the costume contest earlier today, several winners. You can go back and watch it on KSAT, the YouTube page, and, of course, our website. But that's it for us here in Alamo Heights. Thank you for watching, and Viva Fiesta.